This is an iHeart podcast. If you only have time for one big picture listen, make it the season finale of Next Question, your fast tour through the year's defining conversations and a peek at what's ahead in 2026. Find it with me, Katie Couric, on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen.
3 and Out is here, brought to you by Z-Wine Pouches and the AFC North champs, the Pittsburgh Steelers, after an absolutely bonkers finish. I thought flexing Steelers Ravens to Sunday night was crazy. Then the rivalry hit like a freight train and proved me wrong. Quick note, the show's headed to Netflix soon, so stay tuned. Why did that game land so hard? It had nasty, old-school energy, wild-blown coverages, and a fourth quarter that felt like pure theater. How did Aaron Rodgers look in this? Vintage and crafty, juggling thin weapons, botched timeout chaos, then marching the field late with no timeouts like a surgeon. What did Lamar show? The full superpower, pocket feel, touch, and the escape and dime stuff to Zay Flowers. And likely that reminded you why he's a unicorn. So how did it flip? Pittsburgh lived on the edge, got burned by coverage busts, then survived a windy miss at the horn and walked out lucky but alive. What's the fallout for legacies here? Rodgers bought back a ton of belief and likely set up one last playoff ride, while Tomlin's group nearly let it slip and still got the history-making W. Is there real Harbaugh-Lamar smoke? If there is, you fix the staff before you even think about moving a franchise quarterback. Why am I so firm on that? We've seen the Elway Reeves playbook before. Ownership backed the elite QB and moved on from the coach, and Lamar's tape tonight backs that stance. Hard Rock Bet is the presenting sponsor, and same-game parlays on these standalone playoff nights are a blast. If you missed kickoff, what was that morning slate? A tank fest that felt like late-season NBA, unwatchable until the night game washed the taste away. Why did Atlanta clean house? Years of underachieving plus the Cousins contract and the Penix pick detonated on them, late wins or not, and I expect Matt Ryan to land in a hybrid consigliere role. Could Phillip Rivers jump straight to NFL head coach? He's got the mind for it, but the job is nonstop crisis management, and he's got a big family and zero need for that stress. What's up with Indy and the Jets? The Colts owner's daughter, Carly, seems aligned with Shane Steichen and Chris Ballard, while the Jets' defensive stat line I cited was historically brutal and a black eye for that staff. How wild is the draft picture? The Raiders own the top pick. Coaching whispers are already flying, and there was even quirky chatter about Pete Carroll and a future QB named Fernando Mendoza. Why are the Chiefs terrifying at 9? They can rocket up for a blue chipper or trade back and stack cheap premium talent, either way pouring fuel on a dynasty. Who deserves more heat? The Titans' operation stays messy, power plays and injuries included, and it feels like we don't call them out enough.